We are so back, baby. We are back. It's another unboxing video. I got 5 issues, slabs now in this box, that I know what the issues are, but I don't know the grades. You get my reaction live on this video as I see them. What's going on, and while I'm opening this box, what's going on in the hobby these days? Something interesting is that a big shift. So for years, obviously, eBay is, the 800-pound gorilla, and there's a ton of slabs that are bought and sold on eBay. But traditionally, Heritage auctions was the other location where you would always see graded magazines for sale. But a shift has happened in the last 3 or 4 months, and more are showing up on Golden. So if you are a buyer, I would be checking Golden on the weekly. They run both weekly and monthly elite auctions. So I would be checking Golden on the weekly for those. And then if you're a seller, I've moved all of my sales away from Heritage. I don't sell anything on Heritage anymore. A couple of reasons. I get much better customer service as a seller from Golden, and Golden's made a better commitment to it. Any auction they have, I have a pre-sort filter just for graded magazines. For all the Golden auctions, I can choose sports cards, or I can choose sports memorabilia, or comics, or any of the other hundreds of categories that they sell. They created a filter just for graded magazines, and their customer service is off the charts. The sales are comparable, if not better, than the money that was being brought in on Heritage. So from a seller's perspective, Golden has been better. So just something to keep in mind. If you're a seller, I'd encourage you to consider Golden. If you are a buyer, I would definitely be looking at Golden, like I said, weekly, because they've just got a ton of stuff out. I mean, I saw, over the holidays, I saw a couple of weekly auctions where they had like 20 or 30 or even more graded sports magazines up for auction. Got to make sure these are going the right way. So definitely check those out. Okay, what do we got coming up in this box? I have not 1, but 2 Slam Metal magazines. Will this be the box? Will this be the box where I get my first Slam Metal 9.8? Gotta get my remote, just in case. In reality, I'm not hopeful. If you watch my other videos, I've talked about this a lot. Slam's quality control, not good. It's not good. And with their metal issues, it's even worse. And I talked to the president of Slam, and he and I had a great conversation. He's like, man, we're doing all we can. And Slam did dramatically improve the way they ship the gold medal magazines. They're much more protected now. It is inherent, the quality control issues, and the reason why 9.8s and gold medal are so hard to come by, are inherent in the way that the magazine is constructed. It has a very, very thick cardstock on the front and back. Ultra high gloss, shiny around the metal portion of it. All of those things are just very, very delicate and very tough to get a 9.8. And the reason why the heavy cardstock is a problem is not, you'd think, oh, that's heavy cardstock. That should be more durable, not more delicate. Here's the problem with heavy cardstock. It's much more susceptible to permanent damage that can't be removed through the pressing process. That really thick cardstock, you get that little finger bend in there, and the fibers of the paper break, and it's going to be there forever. So, 2 Slam Metal magazines. Will this be my first ever Slam Metal 9.8? We'll see about that. I've got a Time magazine issue that you've seen a lot in my unboxing videos. I've had people DM me and dump comments on my social media. It's like, dude, we've seen this magazine a ton of times. Quit putting it in your unboxing videos. And my response to all of them is always, suck it. It's my show. I get to do what I want. So keep talking like that, and I'll just be doing, I'll throw Caitlin Clark Slam first covers in here after you saw about a dozen of those in my unboxing videos. I have another Chicago sports legend in this, close to me on that one. And then I've got a first cover of, man, it's a super underrated first cover. I've seen them sell in high grades, like 9, 9.2, 9.4. And to me, the final sale price seems pretty cheap, but I love this athlete. I love the cover. I love everything about it. And that's going to be a fun one to get to. Okay, let's get rocking and rolling. 5 slabs. Looking for some high grades. Looking for some slam metal 9.8s. Oh, that's big. That's big. Big number. 8.5. This is the one you've seen a lot that people have been giving me crap about for. Time magazine, Darth Vader, first cover, May 19th, 1980. There is a 9.6. There are now 6 8.5s. So I was hoping to get that 9.0 to kind of separate me right underneath that top pop of 9.6. By the way, you ever see this 9.6 for sale? Send me a text or shoot me a DM on social media because I'm interested. I love this issue so much. One 9.6, 6 8.5s. There's 3 7.5s. Projected this at 8.5, so nailed that projection. I buy the reason why you see this one so much, I buy every newsstand copy I can find. Every single one. Because I think it checks so many boxes. Because I'm always looking for great stories. Great stories. Sure, I can get a great athlete, and that's fine and wonderful. But give me some stories, man. That's what separates interesting, fun issues from just run-of-the-mill everyday issues. So this issue came out 2 days before Empire Strikes Back had their national theater release of that movie and their world premiere. This is an iconic image. Just that super tight shot of Darth Vader. You know what it is the instant you see it. And the other thing that I love is this is a respectable publication like Time Magazine. Darth Vader, on the cover of Good Housekeeping magazine. Actually, now that I say that, Darth Vader on the cover of Good Housekeeping magazine may be just so bizarre that I'd be interested in, especially if he was like wearing if he was cooking, Darth Vader sitting in a kitchen baking bread. That would be kind of funny. But seriously, I like to stick to the respectable publications because it means more. There's a reason why everybody wants the 52 Topps Mickey Mantle. And it's so much more collectible than his true rookie card, which is the 51 Bowman. It's because people want Topps, and people want Sports Illustrated, they want Time, they want Newsweek, they want Slam. Those are the big, respectable publications, and those are the ones, for the most part, I stick to. Doesn't mean you can't be interested in them. Collect whatever you like. I hate gatekeeping and collecting. So you collect what you like. This is my perspective on it. The oddball publications, and who knows? Maybe in the future, people will find those are really interesting because there's fewer of them out there. But for now, people like those big publications. So Darth Vader, first Time Magazine cover, graded at a beautiful 8.5. Just one graded higher. We're off to a good start. Whew, you can tell we're off to a good start because I'm already going to the water. I'm already going to the Fat Tuesday mug. Okay. Next up. Now, see, I can tell from the back, this is one of the slam medals. And to be honest, I think both of them are a long shot to get 9.8. But we're ready just in case. Just in case the 9.8 button. Been a minute since I've been able to hit the 9.8 button. That stinks. Slam. I love this issue. I love this issue. I love everything about this issue, and I got so much to say about it. Slam 251. This is the Olympics. Oh, this is not the gold medal. Idiot. I must have had my notes wrong when I did this. This is just the standard base version. Which, by the way, this issue was also super condition sensitive. This is the standard base issue, not the Metal magazine. 9.4. Okay, we'll take it. There are 11 9.8s. There's a 9.6. There's this 9.4. There's a few others out there. Projected it at 9.0, so a little bit better than what I thought. I'm going to say what Steph Curry did in the Olympics last summer, greatest basketball performance in Olympic history. I said that. I just said that. Greatest basketball performance in Olympics history. They do not win that gold medal without him. In the gold medal game versus Victor Wembanyama and France national team, he drops 24 points, all three-pointers, including 4 in the final 2 minutes. He'd hit one, he'd do that little Steph Curry shimmy, and then with 30 seconds left, the game winner, the dagger, hits the three-pointer, and he hits you with the night-night. The only thing I don't like about this is they got LeBron in there. Get him out of there. This was Steph Curry's game. It was his gold medal. They don't come anywhere near winning a gold medal without Steph Curry. Now, I'm going to drop some highlights here. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with highlights of Olympics. The Olympics are extremely aggressive in securing and that's the word I'm looking for, enforcing their copyright. So if I were to just take, rip the Olympic YouTube channel and just rip some of the Steph Curry highlights and I input them in this video, YouTube would take it down and it'd be a problem. But I found a video that a guy shot with a cell phone at the game, and that one's still up on YouTube. So I ripped that, and let's take a look at those Steph Curry Olympic highlights right now. It was incredible. Mad respect for Steph. It was the first time he ever won an Olympic gold medal, and he's the reason why Team USA. I love this Slam magazine. I love it. I love it. And the headline is Team USA's Avengers bring home the gold. Endgame. And you got Steph up there with the night-night, baby. What a performance. 9.4. I don't know what to do. Slam's condition sensitive, and that's as good as it gets. Okay, moving on. Next up. What do we got? Two left? Oh, 3 left. Shoot. Been running my mouth here. Oh, that is so painful. Oh, this one hurts. This is like getting kicked in the crank, man. Oh, this is. I don't have a beard to do this to anymore. Come on. 9 points. You gotta be kidding me. 9.6. Oh, this baby is beautiful. The search continues. The search continues for the first Dennis Rodman first cover to be graded at 9.8. This is Dennis Rodman's first Sports Illustrated cover. Came out on May 29th, 1995. There are now 3 graded at 9.6. I own 2 of them. I own 2 of them at 9.6. Both of them felt like I was shivved in the kidney with that 9.6 being so close to 9.8. So there's now 3 at 9.6. There's 6 at 9.4, 2 at 9.0. This came out right. He was technically still a member of the San Antonio Spurs. Came out in May, so his season was over, and it was in October when he was traded to the Bulls. Remember, everybody thought the Bulls were idiots. Everybody thought the Bulls were idiots for trading for Dennis Rodman. He was a disaster in San Antonio, fined and suspended both by the league and the team. He was just being Dennis Rodman. And everybody was like, this ain't going to work out. I can't believe Jerry Krause and the Bulls did this. They're idiots. What are they thinking of? And then what did the Bulls do with Rodman? 3 straight. 3 straight titles, baby. And I found, I tried to find some of those, talking sports heads that were dogging this. The best I could do was find his opening press conference from when he was signed with the Bulls. So let's take a look at that right now.
Dennis Rodman, he's the talk of the town. Come on, Dennis, don't be bashful. Show us your hair.
With the uniform. What do you think?
Dennis is not going to have a difficult time fitting in with this team.
Couple more questions.
Famous last words. No, actually, they are crazy about him in Chicago. Rodman has requested number 91.
Not saying Dennis Rodman didn't have problems with it when he was with the Bulls. Sure, he kicked the cameraman in the junk. Sure, he left the team for 48 hours in the middle of the season to go to Las Vegas and nail Carmen Electra, so much so that he didn't come back. Made famous in the documentary The Last Dance. Jordan's got to go drag Rodman out of bed. Carmen Electra's in there with him and get him back to practice. But he was still good enough to help those Bulls teams win 3 titles in the 90s. 9.6. 9.6. I've been crushed now twice by this issue because I own 2 of the 3 9.6s. This is another one for the crack and press pile because I'm not going to stop. Not going to stop. Not going to let 2 9.6s stop me. I'm just going to keep getting that issue graded. I'll keep cracking and pressing that 9.6 and, sending it back in to be graded again until I get that 9.8. One of these days, I am going to get that first and only Dennis Rodman first cover at 9.8. I'm upset. I'm angry. Let's move on. That's pretty good. That is pretty darn good. I'm going to take that 8.5 from an issue that's over 40 years old. Walter Payton, August 16th, 1982. There is one 9.4. I'm proud to say I pressed that one for one of my customers, this issue at 9.4. There's 2 at 9.2. There's 2 at 9.0. Projected this at 9.0. Yeah, there's some smudging on the front and some staining on the back that I couldn't get out. So that's what held this one down. Look, I'm not going to go through Walter Payton. You've seen a lot of Walter Payton issues in my videos. I'm not going to go through his bio. I'm not going to say that he was the greatest all-around running back in NFL history because he was. He was. Not going to say greatest pure runner, but greatest all-around running back in NFL history. He's got 8 passing touchdowns. He would return kicks. He would punt for the Bears. He was everything. It was a joke going around. I grew up in Chicago. There was a joke going around back in the late 70s, early 80s, is that the Bears had the 4P offense. Payton, 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 and punt. And sometimes he'd do all 4. The punter as well. So let's just go to some Walter Payton highlights. Do it.
Kick ass. Let everything hang out.
Inside handoff, big hole, Payton up the middle to the 50, cuts to the outside of 45, tripped up, sliding to the right side, it pops out of the 30 to 35 to 40. Following his blockers, trying to turn the corner to the right side, gets in for the touchdown. They've been going to Payton all day. Bob Abellini has passed the ball only one time, and that was to Walter Payton on the flat. They give to Walter again, breaks to the outside of the 40, to the 45 to 50, to 45 to 40, he's down the far sideline, he's got 2 men to beat. Deuce backfield, Abellini to Payton on a sweep to the right side, needs a block. Walter Payton becomes the all-time single-game rushing leader in the NFL.
There was a game, Walter Payton came in to play quarterback for the Bears. Not like as some joke, not as some gimmick. The guy could do everything.
His golf. McKinnon lines up wing to the right. High formation. Quick pitch to Walter. Looking for the record. Cuts back. He's got it. He's out over the 25 to the 26-yard line. Walter Payton becomes the National Football League all-time leading rusher, surpassing Jim Brown. And that's the equivalent to Hank Aaron licking Babe Ruth.
Walter Payton, August 16th, 1982, graded at a beautiful 8.5. Okay, last one up. Oh, geez. Now, here we go. Now, this one, maybe I made a mistake, and this is just a slam base, but I don't think so. I think this is an actual slam metal issue here. Yeah. Let's see if it's my first slam metal 9.8 or if the count continues. I should actually go back. If I've got records that go back that far, and count how many slam medals I've gotten graded so that I have a running tally of how many times I've missed the 9.8. Or maybe we just pop a 9.8 here and this is all over. The streak ends today, right here, right now. Oh, and it did! No way, baby! No way! Let's do it! Let's do it! It's happening! I make all that big deal about it. I get my first slam medal 9.8. Over 30 of these. 30 shots at getting a slam medal 9.8, and I finally hit the first one. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. Okay, let's go through some stuff. Slam orange medal. So let's talk about medal. Been around for about 4 years. They used to do red and black. And so what they used to do is they would put Jordan on the cover and they would do like black medal. And that was 1 out of 60. And then gold medal was 1 out of 94. And then they do like a red medal. And that was like 1 out of 200. They kind of gotten away from that. And it was all the same issue. They kind of gotten away from that. And they've kind of come into a good groove. I think it really works. They'll do gold medal issues. And that's 1 of 94. Sometimes they'll do orange medal issues. And what's interesting about orange medal is that it basically goes up for sale for 48 hours. However many they sell, that's how many they produce. So this is orange medal 206 out of 428. So 428 people bought the orange medal. That's how many they produced in that 48-hour window, and then it's gone forever. And then occasionally they'll do like a specialty. They did a green medal for the Celtics, but that's pretty rare, and they don't do that very often. Particulars, there are now 6 copies of this issue at 9.8. There are 10 at 9.6. There are 4 at 9.4. I projected this at 9.4 because I thought there's no way. I'm cursed when it comes to gold medal. There's no way I'm going to get a 9.8, so at least I might as well be accurate on my projection. That's why I put it down as a 9.4. Look, to my surprise, got that 9.8. I'm a big Ant Edwards fan. Love him. Love him. And man, there's really never been very much to love about the Minnesota Timberwolves. But love that Ant Edwards now. Love that 9.8. Great box. I say that out loud. The Darth Vader was great. The Payton was great. The Slam Night was okay. The Rodman 9.6 made me mad, but this 9.8 saves the box. Appreciate you watching. Find me on social media. Same username as you see here on YouTube. So if you try to find me on social media, just look at my username here on YouTube, CGC Sports Illustrated, and type that into any social media platform on all of them. You can find me there. If you're interested in my magazine and comic cleaning and pressing service, drop a comment here on YouTube. Shoot me a DM on social media. I'll give you all the details. This was a great unboxing video. We're so back, baby. We are back. Can't thank you enough for watching. Appreciate it.